Hey everyone!
We are back. This is Misty
And Randy.
with Into Darkness, and it's been a while.
It has, but we're back!
We are.
In the saddle!
Yes.
Trying to solve the mystery! You probably don't recognize me. My beard is longer.
And the duck is with us. So, just for those that have been wondering what's been going on, we have been talking to people. A lot of people don't want to be put on record.
Why is that?
They're scared. Some of them are scared.
People are concerned about their safety.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we tell them about the email we got?
Sure.
Some people are even concerned about us. You know, we have been told in email that we should be careful. Mm-hmm. That a specific person we should probably not go see in person, because the email was an anonymous email. Mm-hmm. Said that this specific person was the one who committed the murder, and if we went and saw him in person, they may not take too friendly to it. Mm-hmm.
So
let's go meet him in a dark alley.
Let's go.
Hey, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Tell me when.
And if whoever has sent those emails is watching, we would love to talk to you. We've asked repeatedly, and we seriously will sit down and talk with you. We want to know what you know.
We will keep you anonymous.
We would, and you have to remember that everybody that knows something, if they spoke up, this case might get solved, because that is what matters.
So what video we got going on today?
So this one is somebody that worked for Plain Buffalo. Actually, I think it was part owner of Plain Buffalo. Why that was kind of important is because it has been mentioned. The company has been mentioned numerous times from pretty much the start.
Yeah, pretty much there's no way to not talk about Plain Buffalo if you're talking about this case, because just about everybody involved either knows the people who ran it or work for them.
Mm-hmm. And all of them knew who Ronie was.
Mm-hmm.
All of them kind of knew just different stories and had connections with Ronie.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we know that was mentioned was the fire truck.
Mm-hmm.
So how many times have we heard the fire truck was confiscated from multiple people?
A few times.
Mm-hmm. So this recording, we'll play little clips of this recording. We're not going to air the whole thing. It just kind of shows what he said about the fire truck.
Yeah.
What else was important?
Well, and I know that this doesn't necessarily make everybody happy, but you know, this particular interview does talk a little bit about drugs, being involved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you know, once again, please understand this is just people talking to us. And so you have to make your own decision on what you think of what they say. Obviously, we're not a court or a judge.
Nope.
God's Randy.
Yeah. And everybody has a right to their opinion.
Yeah.
And
a right to talk about their experiences.
Yeah. And that's mostly what we're trying to let you guys do, is talk about what you've experienced, what you know, what you saw. And hopefully that brings some conclusion for Ronie's family.
Yep. So just a reminder, the whole point of how we do Into Darkness is it's a very interactive, investigative YouTube channel / podcast that we're doing, and it is completely dependent on you guys talking to us and sharing your side of the story, and then other people listening and determining if they agree or not. But hey, let me put this out, and we'll put it again in the comments. Please like and share the video, and hey, if you have any theories, if you have any thoughts, you want to talk about what you hear, please feel free to comment.
Yes.
All right, well, let's get into... Well, you got something else? Mm-mm. All right, let's get into the interview.
All right.
Baby.
So
one of the fire trucks.
So one of the fire trucks was confiscated?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know anything about there's rumor that there was drugs that went through Plain Buffalo. Did you know anything about that?
Well, not necessarily through Plain Buffalo, but through Jerry, yes.
Okay. So there would be an accurate. Then you would say it was accurate to say that he had some drug dealings going on around the company, though, like with the people.
Yes.
Okay.
You said it was engine 12 that they
Yes.
confiscated. Okay.
It was a C-2500 that was a Type 6 that they confiscated, yes.
Okay. Did you know, was there something in particular about it, that why they confiscated it?
They'd been driving it during the time that she disappeared.
Okay.
And there was evidence of her in that vehicle at the time. Not necessarily blood or anything like that I know of,
Okay.
but evidence of her being in there.
Okay. All right. So you said that that Jerry was dealing with drugs through the company. Was there other people that you knew of that was involved with that?
We were working with a Jimmy. I'm not sure what don't remember what his last name was.
Okay.
And we were in a shop that was doing mechanic work out of that shop. He was an old employee of, or what was it? Name just went away. Four-wheel drive place, anyway.
Okay.
But I tried to put all this behind me.
Yeah.
Dave was fairly decent, but was dating her and was doing drugs with her.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that, and he wasn't really, or we were in between fire seasons, so he really wasn't working for us at that particular time.
Okay.
He, like I said, when they finally discovered that she had disappeared, he was one of the primary suspects.
Do you know?
It was very possible that Jerry was involved, but because it was his vehicle, and may have cleaned up the vehicle afterwards, but I don't know that he was the one that took her up into the woods.
Okay.
But yeah.
So
that was the rumor I heard, is that she was taken into the woods and nowhere to be found. So.
Okay. So do you know anything about a fire truck that that you guys maybe had gotten in trouble with because it was driving up and down 8th Street when it shouldn't have been, with its lights going?
That would have been Dave driving that truck, because that's the only one that had lights on at that particular time.
Okay.
And he was the one driving it, and I had heard rumor that when he got chewed out for, yes, the fact he was driving with the lights, and did get in trouble for it, yes.
Okay.
Using it to get through intersections, that is what I was told. But.
Okay.
Do you know anything about, because one of the things that we've been told, and because we're not part of a fire, we don't understand how the fire crew works, there was a gate, they called it a fire gate up that way. Do you guys have keys to those gates or not?
We do not, but they are not always completely locked, and they usually can undo the bolts off the backside of them and swing them open.
Okay.
Depends on how secure the gate is, or sometimes you can get around them by going through them or around on the mountain.
Okay.
What a fire gate is basically saying that the Forest Service road is closed.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
But like I said, sometimes you can get around them. Sometimes you can get through the lock because it's just a thrown half lock on it. And sometimes it's not always locked. Sometimes it's just a bolt.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know anything about, because we were out, so we spent some time the other day out at Trailer 119 there off of Eustick and Cole, where Playing Buffalo, I guess, was located. Do you know anything about a bullet hole in the trailer?
I know that when we were trying to repair it to be able to, he basically gave me that trailer at one time, but then it took too long for all the work to get out. And I'm probably glad that I didn't end up with it. But yes, there was a bullet hole in it that we did fix in the process of whatever. The house he was at after that got fired upon through the police busting in several times too. So.
Okay. Because I know that when we were out there, there was it looked like a bullet hole on the side that faced trailer 121, and it looked like the bullet hole maybe came from 121 and struck 119, if that makes sense.
Very possible.
Okay.
121 is the bigger one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's the bigger one.
Okay, he did own trailer 119 at one time as well.
Okay.
And he was probably firing upon the individual that was living in it. I would believe that, but I don't know.
Okay.
So, and you're saying that you're thinking Jerry did he have like a temper where he would
firearms in that trailer,
and he would shoot at people?
Not that I know of for sure, but knowing his history, it's very possible that he could have. He did carry a pistol on him all the time and got in arguments with police officers because he had the pistol on his hip, et cetera and so forth. But I have not officially, I can't say that he had fired upon anybody, but he talked big all the time too.
Okay. We've heard that, so did you hear any rumors that was going around about what maybe happened other than just Dave took her up there and did it?
That was all I had heard.
Okay.
I mean, that was mostly from Jerry.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that was quite the interesting interview.
Yes, it was. These are the moments that we have.
All right, so that was our interview with somebody that was a little up there and playing Buffalo. Like we said, take what you hear, understand it's their opinion, their experience. But we do want to try and reach out to everybody, and that includes Jerry and David. We want to hear from them, from Matt, from Jimmy. You heard these are some names you've heard in the video, and we want to hear their side of the story.
Yeah.
They're obviously a very important and key part of it.
Right. They obviously know something, is what I'm thinking. Either who did it, how it happened, why it happened, something. We know that everybody keeps mentioning the same names over and over, and so we would just like to hear your side of the story. And I don't know. I thought it was interesting when he mentions the fire truck, because we've heard that so many times. So that confirmed it.
Yeah.
And I think stay tuned, because we do have another phone call we are going to be releasing, and I think you guys are all going to want to hear it.
Absolutely.
And it is, again, going to be one that you get to make your decision. It's just another side of the story. But it is somebody I think you're going to want to hear from.
Absolutely. And we'll just leave you with that little bit of a teaser. Also do apologize, we accidentally did cut off the very first part of the interview here, but there was, you heard what you needed to hear in it. But yeah, so stay tuned. Very soon we have an interesting phone conversation we are excited to release.
Yes. And then after that, I think we need to let everybody know we're going to sit down again, and we're going to kind of recap what we've heard, rumors we've heard, people that have said things, and maybe even talk about some of what other people that don't want to go on camera have also told us, just so everybody knows kind of what is being talked about.
Absolutely. And can we just be clear about this? When we talk about this, look, if you know anything, please talk to us, because you know what? There's so many rumors about this case, and very few hard facts. That's what makes this a difficult case. contact us. You can message us through Facebook. You can email us at intodarknessnw@gmail.com. Or, like I said, you can message us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/IntoDarknessNW. So please, and like Nancy. So please, please reach out to us.
Yeah.
And yeah, so let's chat and let's make this cold case a closed case.